Alright guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to install 3rd gen mirrors on a 2nd gen Toyota Tacoma. Step 1, you're going to want to remove the door panel. It's not too difficult, there's videos out there to show you how to do it. Number 2, you're going to want to disconnect the mirror from the harness and unbolt the mirror off the side of the truck. Then you're going to want to take the new 3rd gen mirrors, you're going to grind down a decent amount off the bottom, try and level it out. Then you're going to want to grind down that bolt on the top and some of the rubber seal around the top bolt. You have to widen the bottom 2 holes, extend the center hole up slightly, and then re-drill a new hole for the top. From the inside, you're going to have to use a hammer and a screwdriver to beat the metal up so that you'll be able to fit the nut and bolt on there. Here it is with a washer. The top hole needs a washer, but there's all the bolts with the new mirror bolted up. And here it is, 3rd gen mirrors on a 2nd gen Tacoma. These mirrors are heated and they do have sequential turn signals. Doing a little walk around of the truck. They do line up pretty well. There is a little bit of a space in the front corner where the old mirror used to go, but overall, solid fitment. I do really like these mirrors. I will probably be wrapping them. They're a little shiny for my truck, and I will be ordering the smoked blinker for them as well. Here's the original wiring connection between the mirror and the truck. The mirror is on top, the truck is on bottom. The purple wire is up and down, the brown wire is left and right, and the red wire is the power wire. Okay, so I've completely bypassed the pin connector. I clipped the wires off of the pin connector on the new mirror and the old wiring harness that came on the truck. So we've got our brown wire running from the new 3rd gen light, and it is connected to the red wire with the green stripe, and then the red wire from the mirror is connected to the brown wire with the white stripe. And then the purple wire from the mirror is connected to the other red wire. This one has a black stripe. These are going to be your power and your left and right movement and up and down. So here we go. Mirror goes left, it goes down, it goes right, it goes up. And then right now I have the lights capped off on top. That's your pink and white wire, and the black wires are your heaters for the mirrors. Once I get those connected, I will show you guys. This is my power and movement wiring diagram. I haven't seen anywhere else online that shows how to hook up 3rd gen mirrors on a 2nd gen Tacoma. Don't forget to heat shrink all of your connections. Okay guys, so onto the passenger side. In case anybody was wondering, your brown wire coming off of the mirror is your left and right, your red wire is your power, and your purple wire is your up and down movement. So on the passenger side, you got a little bit different colored wires coming off of the truck, but they all essentially do the same thing. So green and black will be going to purple, white and brown will be going to red, and last but not least, we have green and red will be going to your brown. Okay, on to wiring up your turn signal. You've got a positive and a negative for your blinker. The red wire, being your positive, is going to turn into the pink wire. So on the inside, pink is positive, white is negative. Okay, here on the inside, we've got our positive wire right here. We're going to have to run a connection through the firewall and hook it up to the turn signal on the headlight. Shouldn't be too difficult. And then we have our negative, which needs to be grounded. So I don't know about you, but that bolt right there looks really nice. I think that might be our ground bolt. All right, so I've removed that bolt and put a connector on the end of the negative wire. So we're gonna ground it right here. Secure your ground wire. Okay, so everybody's headlight blinker wires are probably going to be slightly different, but what I did is I spliced into mine right there. Don't forget your heat shrink. I did a quick connect too, that way if I do change my headlights I can just swap it out. And then we just run that back. I run it down, it's this red line right here, under, and then right there into the firewall. All right, go ahead and pull that blinker wire through the firewall and proceed to run it into the door boot. You're going to want to use a metal hanger to run it through the boot of the door. Once it's run through the door, pull your wire through. Okay, I've run the power cable through the firewall into the door boot right here and into the door. Removing the bottom speaker will make it a lot easier to fish the wire back out, and then you can peel this little plastic back. You can stick it back, it's got some sticky stuff on it. And so now, yeah, we're just going to connect the power wire to the power wire. Okay, so once you've fished that wire out, reconnect your door speaker. You're going to want to fish this wire out of this little plastic seal thing that I had peeled back. You can reseal it as you see. And then there we go, it's all connected. We've got our power for the lights for the blinker, and we've got our ground now connected. So all that's left is going to be the heater wires, which I'm not sure when I'm going to get to. I still need to figure out that. And there it is, turn signals working on the 3rd gen mirrors. I'm going to attempt to tie into the power wire and hook it up to a switch so I can have them turned on and off manually as like a day running light. Okay, in preparation for wiring the blinker on the passenger side, I've removed the door speaker, the kick plate, the side piece right here, the glove box. I've peeled this back so I can fish the wire out, and we've already got our negative terminal connected, so our ground. Okay, so now onto the passenger side. We're going to be putting the new power wire through the firewall. This is going to be that access point right here. You can see I've already got some electrical run through it. I have a light bar on the roof run through that. But what we're going to do is you're going to take your handy dandy hanger, your wire, tape on some electrical tape, and fish it right through there. All right, and there it is popping out on the inside. So you'll just grab that wire, pull it through a little bit more, untape it, and just pull it through enough so that you can work. All right, now you're going to want to take that power wire. You're going to want to come over here. That's going to be your door boot for the passenger side. You're going to want to fish that wire with your hanger through that door boot and into the door. Go ahead and fish your power wire through the door boot and pull it through the door. Okay, now that I've fished out the blinker wire, we'll be connecting it right there with the pink wire. Also, something to maybe think about when you're running this up, make sure you are not running it through the window track. I could see that being problematic. Just double check it before you connect everything. Go ahead and connect and heat shrink your power wire. Okay, so our blinker power wire, I've run it through the boot. We're coming up to the front, under the snorkel, around the side right here. And I'm gonna put a slip connector on it. That way, whenever I do decide to change my headlights, it disconnects easily. Put the slip connectors together and heat shrink your wire. All right, so everything's all hooked up. So just put your door back together, reassemble your floor panels down here and your glove box and everything, and that should be that. All right guys, here we go. I threw the hazards on just so that you could see them all working and wired up. So we got the left side and the right side.